Got me hot. Yeah. Got me hot.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome to another edition of Bro Talk Live, the best show on the internet for you by us. Bro Talk was always on the mark. It's your main man Jason in the director's seat as usual. Let's kick it over to my bro Dex. What up, man?
Dexter Stuckey, super excited to be here. So, guys, look, I just got to give a disclaimer tonight. I had surgery.
Can you take
today.
that name off? Like, how long are you gonna do that name thing for?
To the end of the year. So until I win my next one. So I had oral surgery today. And so if you guys are listening on the podcast or watching live and you don't hear me talking as much, it is because I'm supposed to not be talking at all, but I did not want to leave the Bro Talk team empty-handed. And obviously you guys know this is my favorite thing to do. So I did not want to miss the show tonight. So I'm here. I just can't talk as much as I would like to, which is probably a good thing for us.
In other words, Kanye got that mouth wire shut.
Wire. Got that. Would have been that mouth. What happened? Bill, how are you?
I am in the land of the living. My mouth is not wired shut, much like Dex's is, so I can bump these gums.
Ty, what up?
I'm all good. Dex started off like I had oral. I was like, Dex, this is not the right show for that. But anyway, I'm all good. How are you guys?
We're excellent. No stories today.
We just said how we were.
No, I'm not telling any story today. That we'll save that for Dex, who is not supposed to be talking, but still manages to make comments.
Oh, wait, and Ty, another thing I told Will and Jason before the show started, you were late, so you didn't hear it. But please do not make me laugh tonight. I'm like, I have stitches in my mouth, and if they laugh, they may erupt. So don't make me laugh.
And we can't do nothing about that, Dex. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, but we can't do nothing about it. Like it's the show. We're not gonna like not laugh.
We putting blood in your mouth.
No, seriously, y'all would literally put blood in my mouth if y'all make me laugh. So don't.
Blood in the mouth. Blood in the mouth. Let's get it. Okay, so this week in the show, we're gonna start you off by talking about the week of confirmation hearings for one Judge
Katanya Brown Jackson.
Federal Appeals Court Judge Katine Brown Jackson.
Katanja Brown Jackson.
Yeah. Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson.
She is Judge Ketanji Jackson, rather.
Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Katani Brown.
Judge Katani Brown Jackson.
Kajanti Brown Jackson.
Katani Brown Jackson.
Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Katani Brown Jackson.
Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson.
He selected Judge Brown Jackson.
Ketanji Brown Johnson.
Is that all right?
No,
you got to be kidding. Y'all up there, y'all can say Dostoevsky and Mozart and Beethoven and Bach and
Tchaikovsky
just fine. Tchaikovsky, y'all love the roll off Tchaikovsky off the tongue, but you can't get
Vladimir Putin,
Brown Jackson,
Volodymyr Zelensky. They can say everything, but they can't say.
Y'all can say all them names.
Anything with any.
It's a microaggression. They want to do that on purpose.
Listen, they knew how to say Sasha Amy Baron Cohen when she was getting confirmed. now nobody can read. Just can't nobody read. Okay.
Got a good point. Well, Miss Ketanji Brown Jackson was welcomed to her confirmation hearing by one Dick Durbin, who gave a nice, eloquent introduction.
Judge Jackson, we are all just temporary occupants of the Senate, the House, even with a lifetime appointment to the highest court in the land. You, Judge Jackson, are one of Mr. Lincoln's living witnesses of an America that is unafraid of challenge, willing to risk change, confident of the basic goodness of our citizens. And you are a living witness to the fact that in America, all is possible.
All right.
Oh.
Bill, you ain't like that, Bill?
No, because why do y'all keep quoting Lincoln? Like Lincoln actually wanted to free the slaves. Like he didn't. Like he was for slavery. He would have rather have left it alone. Stop quoting Lincoln. Stop quoting King.
I mean, it was a nice notion. It was meant to be a warm welcome.
Like if y'all going to be right,
nice.
just be right. Like stop. Like come on.
She also received a nice warm welcome from one of our favorite senators, Lindsey Graham.
To the very last minute when the hearing's about to be gavel concluded and say, oh, by the way, I've got this letter. And so happened that every media outlet in the country had the letter too. So the next morning there were headlines all over the country, really, accusing Judge Kavanaugh of being basically Bill Cosby. None of us are going to do that to you. And if any of us does that to you, all hell will break out. And it should.
I guess that's the way to say that we'll treat you fairly.
We got your back, but just so you know, your friends ain't have my friends back, and this is what they did to him. But don't worry, we're not gonna do that to you.
Yeah, he said he wasn't gonna make basically a spectacle of it, and then about an hour later,
As long as they're dangerous, I hope they all die in jail if they're going to go back and kill Americans. It won't bother me one bit if 39 of them die in prison. That's a better outcome than letting them go. And if it costs $500 million to keep them in jail, keep them in jail because they're going to go back to the fight. Look at the friggin' Afghan government. It's made up of former detainees at Gitmo. This whole thing by the left about this war ain't working.
Let me also note that Larry Thompson, who served as Deputy Attorney General under President George W.
He was real passionate about that. Got up and left. Oh, he was through with y'all.
Yeah, did it look like he was drinking? Did it look like he was drinking a Fruitopia? Remember those?
Sugar free.
Look, and y'all know he had one of them little bendy straws in there. He's so sassy.
People do not like Lady G. It's never a good look for Lady G on our show. Chuck Grassley. First of all, props to Ketanji Brown Jackson for all of this stuff that she had to put up with, the ridiculous questions like this one by Chuck Grassley.
When Clarence Thomas, the second African American who was nominated to and confirmed by the Supreme Court, was nominated to the court, did you celebrate that as a historic event?
I'm trying to remember where I was at the time. I believe I did. Yes.
Just a random question. Sorry, that was John Corrin, not Chuck Grassley. Just a random question.
Do you celebrate when all the Negroes get elevated to this esteem stuff we got going on in our shit?
I thought this was about me. Let's talk about me.
Right. Let's talk about
what I am for.
Did you celebrate that? What?
And quiet as is kept, I think Clarence is on his way out. He's laid up in the hospital.
More of that in a little bit.
All right. God bless.
Then the conversation shifted.
Do you agree with this book that is being taught with kids that babies are racist?
Senator,
like, why would he ask that?
She is
so bad.
She is every Black American with that deep sigh. Like that is literally.
Did she answer the question?
She did actually answer it, but it was just like she had to roll her eyes because it was ridiculous. Why would you ask a Supreme Court justice that? Like that's
because the nerve of a. Never mind. Let's move on.
She then had to explain herself. Basically, she could have answered this. She could have said this for any of the questions she was asked over these last 2 days as her response.
Respectfully, I just wanted to remark on your previous question and your statement that these are not difficult questions. It's not that they're difficult questions. It's that they're not questions for me. I am not the Congress. I am not making policy around sentencing. My job is to look in a particular case and decide what the penalty should be within the range that Congress prescribes.
I love how clear she is. I love how clear she is.
She knows what her job description is.
That's it.
And the nerve of Ted Cruz. You're not even eligible to be president ever.
Why not? Why not, Bill?
Because you know why. He wasn't born here, okay? So you don't even get to be he should be. And here's the thing. If you're not an American, you shouldn't be able to hold an American office at all. We let you in.
Just an aside. Just an aside.
The nerve of you. The nerve. You're not even eligible to ever be the president of these United States.
Okay. As Bill alluded to, Justice Clarence Thomas remains hospitalized in Washington tonight after being diagnosed with an infection and admitted to a hospital on Friday. It is not COVID related, quote unquote. The justice does not have COVID, a spokesperson for the Supreme Court said. They said, quote, he underwent tests. He was diagnosed with an infection and is being treated with antibiotics. His symptoms are abating. He is resting comfortably, and he expects to be released from the hospital soon. He will participate in the consideration and discussion of any cases for which he's not present. He has been the longest serving court justice on the Supreme Court since 1991. Just to note, all 9 justices have received COVID vaccines and boosters. Bill, why are you praying?
That man, I've seen how you wiped others out of here.
Ooh.
And if it's old CJ's time, sweep him on the way to, Lord. Do it for your people.
Wow. Do it for your people. Look,
do it for your people.
That boy, like they know damn well, like we know when somebody's dying. That man is tiptoeing out of here, and they know it. But okay.
They said it was just an infection, and typically Supreme Court justices do get top care because they're so important. So at any cough, he's probably going to the hospital.
He whisked his old tail off there. I feel you.
Yeah, you never know. Dex, I know you're short on words tonight, but did you have any comments for the story?
That boy just prayed. Are we gonna gloss over that? Like, what happened? Like, okay. He looked like the grimace. I think they need. As soon as he's okay, like as soon as he's back to work, if he gets back to work, I want them to update him. They need to update his headshot because he looks miserable. Like he looks like if you walk into his courtroom, you're going to jail. Like I'm scared of.
Look at he the uncle. He the uncle. Hey, girl, come here and hand me one of them Pepsi Colas over there.
This is exactly how you're gonna look when you're about 85 years old. Like, yeah, this is exactly what your face is gonna morph into.
95.
You're gonna be old and haggard and mad and mean. That's exactly what you're gonna be.
I could be here for that.
as long as you have the power of a Supreme Court justice, I guess.
And you know it, because ain't nothing in holiness fun. Ain't nothing to smile about in holiness.
Can't smile about it. Cantankerous.
That's right.
Surly. Speaking of cantankerous, Kodak Black got a chance to meet Donald Trump. He ventured down to Mar-a-Lago at an invitation, a date night with Ray J.
Minutes to get Bob, and then I'm only pretty upstairs. So here.
Yeah.
You gonna take them inside?
All right, what's happening with you, bro? Good. How are you?
You guys jealous? You're so jealous that Kodak Black got to meet Trump before y'all.
I'm more concerned about Ray J. Like Ray J had that, like, you know, when your parents would take you somewhere new when you got to be on your best behavior. That's how Ray J was walking.
Hands was behind his back on his best behavior.
I'll do you one better. You know when y'all got a missions trip for the church and you got to sell candy to the saints? That's what they look like. They get that candy sold to Mrs. Johnson over at table 4.
Did you see Kodak walking down with that peg leg all straight? Did you see him wobbling down? Look at it.
Minutes to get Bob, and then I'm only pretty upstairs. So here.
Yeah.
You gonna take them in?
Because he got shot. So.
I just feel like Kodak got shot with his friend with the shorts.
Yeah. He's still recovering.
Kodak might be person of the year.
He might be. Look, he's the reason. If you guys don't know the backstory, Donald Trump at the behest. This is a strange story. Donald Trump at the behest of Lamar Jackson freed Kodak Black from prison randomly as part of his last day of free get out of jail free cards. So yeah, Kodak owes a lot to Donald Trump. He feels like, and he's going to pay his respects whenever he can. He has said this before in the past. So.
Can we look at that sturdy shoulder he's holding on to coming down those stairs? I need to know if that's Amy Schumer.
No.
I didn't know that.
No.
Run that. Run. I need to
get my office, and I'm only pretty upstairs to them. So here.
Yeah.
You can take them inside.
What's happening?
I need.
You know who that is, William?
Look like one of them Bush sisters.
What's her name? That's that press secretary. What's her name? That's who that is.
I just need to know.
What's her name? Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Huckabee Sanders. That's that first press secretary.
The first thing I need to know is, do I need to write Monique and tell Monique there's another thing that Amy Schumer's doing that she ain't getting to do? And then the second thing is, at the end of that video, did they really say, are we taking him inside? Like, were they going to bring him to the colored section? Or...
Well, they did make a nice speech about Kodak and how apparently he's been paying for slain police officers' funerals and putting their kids through college. So here's more footage from the Mar-a-Lago trip.
How are you?
I supported his clemency, and I'll tell you something that you don't hear. Here's what you don't hear. When a cop is killed in the line of duty, this kid puts up money for his family's kids to go to college.
Look at Rudy in the front row.
Who have been shot and killed in the line of duty, he's paid for their funerals. You don't
look like the penguin.
That's one of the reasons I supported his clemency. He still does it today. You know what? He is a prime example of why presidents should exert their power of clemency. There's no better example than this. No better example.
No better example than Kodak Black as to why people need to be clement.
I bet you Rudy wasn't chewing anything but them false teeth.
Well, you know,
that mouth was moving.
When you get older, like they just be chewing just to chew.
So are we going to gloss over Oswald Cobblepot sitting in that front?
Rudy was there, man. Rudy was ready to go. Like
why did he get on the invite list? He used to be in the alley. Donald used to put him in the alleyway.
Well, look, it was a very esteemed event. Apparently, they were presenting Kodak Black with the Nobel Peace Prize, so they wanted to make sure that Rudy Giuliani was in attendance. He probably saw that like on the little chain on the text message and said, "Yes, I will be there to see Kodak Black."
They did get his, they taped up that leg, they shaved that head, they pushed him out there. Go ahead.
But what was Ray J doing? Like, what was the purpose of Ray J being there?
He's the intermediary. He knows Trump, so he was
the Kim Kardashian thing.
The connect, yeah, exactly. Oh, you know what? That's a good point, Bill. They were in the bed together and they went their separate ways. That's correct. You know, Kim Kardashian.
Also, I feel like this was a cult meeting. Did you hear that music they were playing? And why is everything so dark? Like, put the lights on in that church.
That's a good point. Yeah, he is the Republicans' Kim Kardashian. Wow. Congrats to Ray J. That's amazing. I didn't even think about that. Speaking of Trump, your boy went there and was talking about Putin saying the N-word.
But I listened to him constantly using the N-word. That's the N-word. And he's constantly using it, the nuclear word. And we never talk, we say, oh, he's a nuclear power. And you should say, look, if you mention that word one more time, we're going to send them over and we'll be coasting back and forth up and down your coast. You can't let this tragedy continue. You can't let these thousands of people die. It's going to be hundreds of thousands and maybe millions of people by the time it ends.
So the N word is
nuclear. The N word is nuclear.
Enough to send our president into war for us. Y'all heard it live on whatever station that was.
Fox Business.
That means when
Y'all heard it
people,
live on Fox Business.
So when people be like, Don, you can't say the N word, he'd be like, I didn't say nuclear, but the other N word. He's just
wait a minute, wait. He wasn't talking about Kodak Black, talking about Vladimir Putin?
No, he was talking about Vladimir Putin.
Oh, the N word like nuclear. I thought he was defending his people.
I thought he was down there talking politics with Kodak Black.
Oh, we missed that whole thing.
Ooh,
all right, Dex, we glad you're talking. Put us back on track.
Yes. Donald Trump, once again, saying that Vladimir Putin is saying the N-word over and over again. It's making him very upset because he does not like the nuclear word to be uttered. Because he'll have tanks driving up and down the coastline, patrolling. He'll have nuclear weapons on the back of submarines driving up and down the coastline.
Like, how does that even sound? Like, like what?
What is he talking about? He's like submarines with atomic bombs strapped to him.
Yeah, and there are hundreds of thousands, and there'll probably be millions by the time it's all in. It'll probably be what? Who give you these numbers?
That man is so
somebody.
Funny.
Yeah, somebody's definitely giving him those numbers.
Somebody who gives him everything. He heard somebody say.
That's all it is. He just heard. That's all he does. He hears. All right, that was the politics. Anything else to add about the politics? Are we good?
Could we possibly add anything else?
anything possibly. All right, it is time for the updates. Let's go. All right, let's do Dexico updates. Need some energy, you know. That always gives me what I need. Little Dexico updates. All right. So Lotto, formerly known as Mulatto, shortened to Lotto, not as Kelson said, it's in lottery, but as in Lotto. She was speaking.
I never knew that. I'm just sorry.
Oh, yeah. She was on a radio station and she talked about how she had a situation with her album where someone wanted her to basically have sex with them in exchange for a verse.
It's a feature on my album that it was difficult to clear, and they like trying to drop their nuts on me because I won't respond to a DM.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really? Is it and without saying the name, but is it artist or producer or somebody?
Artist.
Oh, wow.
Artist, yeah.
And they'll still be on the album?
Yeah, just because I love the song so much and I had to turn it in yesterday, so I didn't really have a choice. So I was like backed into a corner like bully. But I wish more females would speak up on stuff. I know like the labeling and stuff, they say, you know, don't do that, bad business, whatever. Man, these folks be trying to drop nuts on female rappers.
Then,
like, I'm not going to shut up about it.
Dex, you have something to say?
Yeah, before we go forward with that, a wise woman named Monique once said, say their names or leave it on the playground.
Leonard.
That plain as that. If you're not going to say who it is, I don't want to hear it. Don't say females need to speak up, this, that, and the third if you're not speaking up. And she does look like China, but I can't tell if it's Black China or the wrestler China, but she looks like a...
I think she looks like Faith Evans. She kind of looks like Faith Evans to me.
Depends on how you squint your eye.
Maybe she's China Evans.
Maybe she's a Chinese Faith Evans.
I can't take it.
Lotto then released that said track list, so people were trying to figure. That's Lotto. People tried to figure out who was on there. So 21 Savage is on there, Lil Wayne, Childish Gambino, Lil Durk, Nardo Wick, Kodak Black. So who do you think?
I know damn well Kodak was trying to drop nuts.
Moving on with Donald Trump, that's the one. DJT was out here.
It was either Kodak Black or Lil Wayne trying to drop nuts on the female rappers.
No, Kodak Black did it. I'm blaming
That's
Kodak.
who it was. Anybody who is friends with a man grabbing him by the
is doing it themselves.
Kodak Black was probably trying to eat her butt.
Well, Kodak said that mulatto girl is not talking about me, homie. That mulatto girl. Those first words.
I don't even know who that is. He just hands out. He just sends his verses in the mail.
Yeah, but like saying that mulatto girl, you know, she changed her name to Lotto because mulatto. Yeah, and the way he said that, it's
he done spent too much time at Mar-a-Lago. He doesn't.
This sounds like
that's what Trump said. That's a tweet from Trump.
What Trump said.
I feel like Trump was like, "Give me your phone. I'll tweet this shit for you."
look. He said the M word.
That's Trump for you.
That mulatto girl is not talking about me, homie. I see y'all steady reaching. Sure, I didn't even say a nigga name on that shit. I don't know why the F y'all trying to make a nigga wear that jacket. I'm too fly for that, homie.
I mean, ironically, though, I didn't know that he spoke out about this, but ironically, the three of us, me, Tom, Will, immediately went right to saying Kodak did it. So I'm kind of on his side here. Like,
I mean, you could be on his side all you want, but literally just a month ago, he did an interview with the Breakfast Club where this happened.
You can't expect them girls to give you some just because you're doing music with them, Kodak.
Yes. So why you expect man? So why you expecting niggas just do music with them?
Just like you
Because
do music
they're
with other
artists.
people, with other artists. Women are artists too.
Look, my female artists is just how it is, right? Cause I know niggas and shit like that. I gotta bust. Like they ain't gonna be my girlfriend, but it's like I'm gonna bust them.
No, man. No.
You gotta keep it
that's not good business, Kodak, at all.
We gonna keep business, but girls is like you got to have a man. When I say, hey, you need to come to the studio. Hey, we got a video. Hey, you got talk set up. Hey, you got blah set up. Ain't no questions asked. You know what I'm saying? We just go. You know what I'm saying? Because whoever busting you, gonna be like, man, babe, nah, tell that nigga we busy, babe. Tell that nigga, stay home. Shit like that. So you gotta do that. You hear me?
Listen, I just want to say it's a lot harder for women to even get those features and to get people to respect them in the music business. So if you feel like somebody's a dope artist, whether they're a woman or a man, you should be able to just do a song with them and leave it at that.
That was it. That was it.
Let me get this straight. When he did Before I Go with Rod Wave, was you bussing him? Like you have to bust an artist for them to come to the studio to work with you? Or
it was the fact that he just did an interview about it a month ago. It's like astounding.
Like we said it was you.
The difference, though, there is a difference. He said he needs to bust them to like do the work with them. She said they wanted to drop nuts. I love how these words are like just having sex. Drop nuts, busting. She said the person wanted to drop nuts to clear a record. He didn't say that, so I guess maybe it still could not be him. I think that's
like why would you like? He didn't even have a problem with it. He did say later, "I'm gonna do better." He said, "I'm gonna do better after the album drop." And Charlamagne says he's gonna do better on Friday. Like, what are you talking about? Like you're not gonna do better.
It should have never been a thing. But the thing is,
what are you talking about?
In the Breakfast Club is a huge platform, but they're still giving a platform to someone like this who's saying stuff like this, and it's
they're letting him tell on himself. Like it's clear.
But what is it though? Like they speak up and they say like, "Oh, women are artists too, this, that, and the third." But like, why don't you be like, you can't be on my show? Like, we can't promote you. We're not gonna play your music. And like these record labels and these radio stations, they don't do nothing about it, and they just continue to perpetuate it. She went out there and said that, and probably is afraid to say the person's name because she knows she would get backlash. Whereas he says this, and the only people who look at him sideways is us four.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, this isn't his first altercation with, a sexual deviance as far as trying to get ahead. Like, he just had sex with someone at the damn hockey game a couple of weeks ago that we talked about on Bro Talk. Before that, he was convicted of rape. When after that rape case got settled, he said, just because I paid out don't mean I did it. Like it was just it's a long line of things with Kodak Black.
I don't believe in telling your salary. I don't believe in you have to tell your salary to a woman to stand for women. But I do think listening to people like him, supporting people like him, promoting people like him, doing that means you don't stand for women.
All right, moving on. We stand for women here at Bro Talk. Jussie, we also stand for Jussie. Jussie Smollett walked out of jail.
I'm sorry, wait, we stand for who?
We stand for all women.
Okay.
All women.
That ain't what I thought.
Jussie Smollett walked out of jail last week. A happy man. An appellate court cut short his 150-day sentence pending appeal. He left jail around 8 p.m. Local time, surrounded by members of his defense team, family, and other supporters. So his lawyer said that while he was in jail for those 6 days, he ate no food whatsoever. He only drank water. He had a little hunger strike going on there. So he took a stand for a cause. The court order said basically that the reason they released him is because by time his appeal would be heard, his jail sentence would have been served. So it wouldn't really be fair to have an appeal, there if it's just going to take long enough for the jail sentence to be applied anyway. So that's why Jussie Smollett was released. So we'll see whether or not he will go back to jail for, I guess, to serve out the additional 144 days of the sentence or not. But for now, he is out of jail.
This boy thinks he's Martin Luther King being released from the Birmingham jail so bad. Like, please.
Everybody got on a black mask except for him. He got on a white one.
Love it. I'll always stand out. But you know what I love though about this? For 2 years, mind you, this has been going on for 3 years. I've always been like anti-Jussie. But today, after getting my little surgery or whatever, and I've only been able to drink water, I'm with him now. I understand the hunger strike.
I'm with him. Hashtag I'm with him.
I'm with her. I'm with Jussie. Like, let's go. I'm Team Jussie.
I'm with her.
Leave that boy alone and let him do his thing.
So although I stand on the idea that I do not believe that this young man deserves jail time for his ridiculous behavior, they're doing all this like just to slide him back into jail. That's exactly what they're going to do.
And now if you go on a hunger strike, like that's a lot of work. That's really hard to do. If you go on a hunger strike,
he can pull a Russell Simmons. He can go over to some random island for 7 years and then come back.
He don't got the Russell Simmons money no
more. That's right. 7 years in Tibet.
The best he can do is go to Atlantic City.
No jurisdiction laws in Atlantic City to get him.
Are you good to go over there? Do you think?
Wild Wild West.
Ex Chris Christie.
Brittany Griner was actually spotted, so we know that she is alive. Here's video. Dex, stop laughing.
Why she look like that? Like she's
mad. Like, what do you mean? Why she look like that? She's pissed.
You know, I told you not to make me laugh. What am I supposed to do? What you mad? Oh my god! What you mad at me for? Oh god damn it! Keep going. She was looking at that person like they did something to her. Like, what you looking at me like that for? Look. Remember when Steph Curry's daughter was like looking at the person, she was like doing the thing, and she's like, "I got my eye out." That's what Brittany was doing. What you mad at me for?
Because you felt instead of getting me the hell out of here.
I would have said something on the camera if I know she was filming me. Like, I was saying, hey, baby, I'm fine. I'll see you later. Okay, I'll talk to you later. I love you, mama. Bye.
Like, oh, she alive? Like, alive is not the standard. I'm trying to get the hell out of here.
She's pissed.
And why they don't got her in a little jumpsuit or nothing? They don't got no clothes.
Well, they had her handcuffed to that woman.
But she had on her regular clothes.
She was handcuffed to what?
To that lady that she was walking with.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. That security. Like, no,
ain't no way you gonna handcuff me. If I'm the correctional officer, Brittany Griner, you gonna handcuff her to me? That girl gets mad. She's gonna beat the hell out. No, I'm good.
Well, wait, because now I got questions, right? Because homegirl in the back had on a regular old uniform. That one up there in that front had on them little stockings.
That's what I was like, y'all keep underestimating these Russian women. You know they can fight. Like I don't know why y'all act like the KGB don't got women forces.
No, I'm concerned.
They done had women fighting in the army for centuries, Bill. You know this.
I am not concerned about that. My concern is that one that Brittany was handcuffed to had those stockings hung by the chimney with care and hoped that old Saint Nick would soon be there.
Because she knew Brittany ain't no threat to her, okay? She can take Brittany, big 7-foot ass. She okay.
And the problem,
you keep thinking it's sweet with Brittany. Brittany, after a while, she's okay.
My whole thing is she probably been taking Brittany all this time.
Oh, well, let's go to the next story. Don't be nasty.
No, we're not doing that. Like, can we not? Prayers for Brittany Griner. We hope everything gets okay. I'm sorry, Dexter, I wasn't ready to go immediately to Q&A like I should have.
I got a question.
I really don't even want to give you the microphone because
I know you don't.
It's so
He's a nasty boy.
I mean, but did you see the one? Okay, all right, never mind. Because then it's going to be Women's History Month, and we can dress however. Not in Russia.
Veronica.
It's time for Q&A. Okay, you Q, we A. All right, let's see what we got tonight.
Nikita. Her name probably was Nikita.
Olga. Big
Olga.
Oof. They got hard names in Russia.
I see 3 that I actually I see 4 that I want to do.
Natalia.
I knew
Natalia.
We're gonna stop now.
Are we gonna cause the Third World War just here on Bro Talk? That's just prodding the Russians gonna cause the Third
World War. Watch our internet to see if we talking shit.
Who's watching right now?
Well, listen, they can't even get Bro Talk over there. We didn't shut the internet and everything down. They can't get nothing.
They can't get nothing.
Anastasia.
Ooh, Anastasia is a good one. That's a strong Russian name too. For your babushka.
Rasputin.
Oh no! Oh no!
I know this is not what's happening right now. We have 4 questions.
That Rasputin is up there. It's time for y'all know Rasputin. It's time for Q&A. Y'all don't know
out of control, like Q&A, dog.
Y'all don't know Rasputin. We gonna move.
Yeah, we need to do a whole podcast on Rasputin. Good
we
Lord.
Do.
Y'all two do.
Yeah, just y'all two because they're not involved in
it'll be on the Bro Talk Live Patreon. They'll do.
We'll make a Patreon. That's it. That's how
we'll
do it.
We'll do some Rasputin. They got a whole song. Rah rah Rasputin. All right. Bebe's kids, Pissed Off, Loser, and Molly the Maid. What we doing?
I don't know about these, Jason.
Yeah, because some of them, like when I see the word pissed off, I think this could go multiple different ways. Loser, immediately I'm attracted to it. Molly the
loser story.
Molly the Maid scares me a little bit because I feel like it's boring. And I don't care about people's kids.
And
so
we don't want to hear about nobody's kids, so we definitely not doing that one.
All right.
Let's do Loser.
Start Loser.
Unless them kids is poisoning up the drinks. My brother is 31 and still lives with our mom and dad. I'm a sophomore in high school. He is always shopping, partying with his friends, and spending money on his girlfriend. I recently called him a bum, and my family is upset with me. Was I in the wrong here? When should you leave the nest?
Tell Williams students to talk to him afterwards. Next.
What?
No, I do think though that this whole thing, like if this is your brother, don't do that to him because like 31 is, I mean, obviously people be like, oh, at 31 you should be out of your parents' house, whatever. Life is like really hard.
Or
like,
I was about to say that's up to you.
It's like very hard.
You're a sophomore in high school. You don't know a damn thing about growing
up.
up.
Damn thing.
Like just I definitely one kind of boy loser. And also, I don't think there's a time limit of when you should leave the nest. I mean, look, I mean, you don't want to be 56 years old living with mom and dad, but honestly,
I mean, that's what it takes. Look, you need to go ahead and reset your life to fit your needs. Like if you want to be up under your mother, I mean, that's up to you. If you don't, then you move out. But some like to be up under their parents and everything like that. Like that's not up to me to judge. Like that's up to you and your circumstance. I'm living by myself because I got all these kids. and ain't nobody gonna take me into their house. So that's just
ain't nobody allowed to take you over no kids.
I mean, if you a sophomore in high school, so what are you like 15, 16?
15.
You're not even eligible to get a job yet. So you, like Ty said, and Jason and Dex, you don't know nothing about life and real life bills after high school. So you just go ahead and enjoy where you are right now.
Gas is sky high right now.
Sky high.
Although I will say
gas is so high that I really consider pushing that little eco button in my car. Like
I've been pushing mine for the last 3 weeks time. Out the car, I've been pushing it.
I'm like, I don't know what the hell this button do. I don't have to push this shit.
That eco button is dangerous when you're trying to go up some hill or something like that. Oh my god.
But also though, I will say though, like while we are serious that life is expensive and it's crazy out here, whatever, you can't be staying at home and flexing too. Like you can't be spending money on your girlfriend and stuff like that. Like where's the plan there? You gotta like have a plan. And if you're out there spending money on your girlfriend and stuff like that, I don't know how much you like planning to leave the house.
Rent is high too. Shakima right. Rent is high.
Yo, rent out here like 16, 17, 18, 19, $2,000 a month, and y'all checks looking not like that. So like y'all really sitting around judging people, but listen, it's hard out here.
You understand rent needs to be about 30, no more than 30% of your monthly income. Like that's what it needs.
You feel so strong about it. Soon as you turn 18,
no, leave now. Get out now.
Get out right now.
Get out in the street. Get out right now. And you know what? If you can't find nowhere to go, take it down to the welfare and figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and these prices are for one bedroom. Don't think you get the extra room. Don't think you get the bed. Like you're not getting none of that. Like ain't no washer and dryer. Ain't no luxury of any kind.
And people be rushing to move out because of comments like this being called a bum and stuff like that. You rush to move out, or it's income tax season too, so they be spending that income tax money. They rush to move out, and
we need new 100-inch TVs. We need all the new speakers.
They don't have that though. They move out to literally nothing, and you just have an empty apartment or empty space of your own, just to say you have your own space. And then, and if you have a good relationship with your parents and it's not a bother to you, stay right where you're at.
And can I go a step further? This is what other races and cultures do until their children have what they need in order to live on their own. It's only us that's putting kids out at 16, 17, 18, and 19 years old. Let your brother, you mind your business and let your brother live there until your brother got what he need to get out. You didn't tell little Timmy to tell his brother to get out.
Timmy Turner.
They didn't put him through med school, and he's still at home.
It's also males, right? Like if a 31-year-old woman lives with her parents, they don't care. It's always like they want the black males got to get out there and do.
Now who said that this boy was black? Like how y'all go into that whole thing?
You know damn well they black. Come on,
because they the only ones.
No white people watching this show.
Let's do
stop, Jason.
Let's do pissed off. Or Miley the Maid. Which one's better?
We're all blue today. We can't do all blue.
I'm the whitest person that watches this show. I guarantee you. No, I'm Dylan.
Let's do pissed off.
But me and Dylan are. I'm like 40% white, guys. Like I'm so.
He's 100.
And
every time I check my ancestry,
and you're probably whiter than Dylan is.
Probably.
Oh, here we go.
My girl's family is weird. Her grandmother will randomly.
Never mind. Let's go to the other one.
All right, come on.
This is the one. The one. This is it. Her grandmother will randomly pee on herself, and no one will say anything. Recently, she said her nasty ate in my car and pissed on my seat. I told her what she had done, and of course, the family is upset. My girl wants me to apologize to her parents, but I'm not budging.
You need to apologize to that lady.
I would definitely apologize. Obviously.
Well, first of all, we do need to have are these cloth seats? Like, are they absorbent or are they leather where you can wipe off?
You know damn well those were cloth seats, and that piss went all the way through. and it's staining. It's probably that light gray, where that stain ain't coming out.
Oh, no. Not the light gray.
Livid. It looks like a little bit yellow.
Splatter.
Pissed all under the carpet under there. Oh, he's livid. His little Chevy Impala is ruined.
I think that it really depends on how you said it and if you said to the grandma. Like if you said something to her, like older people have ailments, like and they can't help. You know what's I actually had an aunt, right, that would do this. Like she literally, like
she piss in your car.
Not it was before I even had a car. And I know my parents are going to listen to this, and I'm going to get in so much trouble. But like this actually did happen. Like this is legit.
Say her name. It's okay.
But they know, and I bet like, they'll be pissed that I'm telling the story. But like we would
They'll
literally,
be what?
they'll be pissed. You know my. So like we would literally be sitting down like in the living room as like a family, whatever, and like she would just start peeing, and like literally nobody would say anything. Like it would just be like, "What? She's pissing," and like legit, like nobody would say a word. Like and then like my grandmom or somebody will come and they'll like clean it up or whatever, but like nobody would say anything to her. I was younger and I would always look like, so nobody's gonna say nothing. And I guess you don't want to embarrass, them or whatever, but like that's like a problem. I think you should talk to them about it. Like,
at least tell me that was a possibility before you get in the car. Like maybe I could have put down some newspaper or something. Like
like a puppy. I think you should apologize to the family or whatever because you might have hurt the woman's feelings or whatever. But I would say like this is a concern that I think we need to address with her. Like this is really serious. I cannot wait to call my parents because like we really nobody ever said anything, and she used to just pee. Like it was insane to me.
Yeah, old people pee different than.
One thing is though, you can't be like having that issue.
Wait, Jason, put that last one back up.
What you need to wear to make sure people's garments are safe and people's seats are safe.
She up there in her last name. I didn't see that.
Who?
Look, the thing is like. And old people's pee smell different than like regular pee. Like old people pee is like it's like cat piss. Like it just stinks. Like
you say it's rank.
It's
go,
rank.
Go. Next story. Let's go. We're moving. Can we do Molly the Maid real quick? I feel like it aligns with this.
Listen, if you got questions like that, we want to know. Send them to www.brotalk.com.
We got a sponsor. You could do that question.
Go on, send them backslash.
No, we don't got that because we still got to do March Madness. All right, Jason and Company. Here we go.
Jason and Company. Jason and Company. Yo.
Ordinarily I would, but we got the extra segment anyway, so I can't. We're gonna be on this thing till 9 o'clock.
I am undone. I am undone.
All right, got the vids for you guys this week. Better landing is the first category. We have 3 contestants in this category. You guys ready? All right, 3 contestants. You tell me who had the best landing out of all of these. Contestant number 1, a Tesla. So this is what happened when someone posted this video initially. So that's in California in Echo Park at this specific hill in LA. And so someone tried to recreate that later that night. Like 6.
I was like, "No, you really floored it. You didn't know what you were doing. You about to be fucked up." I already knew it from the jump.
That's exactly what you get.
Like you heard the acceleration on the first person. They knew what they were doing. That person, I'm like, "You're like, yeah." I'm like, "Nope, you about to get fucked up."
I meant to ask y'all this in the chat. Maybe it's just me, but today I was driving. I saw so many Teslas. Are they giving them things out? Like everybody has.
Look, they financing them things like left and right. Let me tell you, people are paying $1,200 for a damn Tesla.
They really are, and like they really are.
Because they live with mama.
$70,000.
Because they live with their mom at 31.
It's fine. Do what you got to do.
I'm not moving back in get Tesla.
All right. So that was landing number 1. Landing number 2 comes at local Taco Bell.
Yeah, you asked me where I get my food. I just asked you for fucking food. Yeah, I saw it.
Whoa, whoa. Oh my god. Whoa. What the fuck?
Hey, what you doing? He ain't get me. What you doing?
Shit. He's knocked out, bro. Oh my.
Hey, what you doing? Hey, he ain't get me. Call the police.
What are you doing? Vladimir, what are you doing?
Crazy.
He's dead. You see the stain on the ground?
He gonna be just like me come Monday morning. They go wire it shut, buddy. It's over. But you gonna be hungry as much.
Did y'all see the blood on the ground though? Like he's dead.
Vladimir is gone. He gone.
Not.
Well,
He's dead.
That one tipped on to glory. You hear me?
No, there's no way he's alive.
He slammed him into another plane. That boy is
It was
dead.
like it was like crunch and blood. He's dead.
Wait, Ty. What you say was a crunch wrap?
It was a crunch and then it was a wrap. Like he's dead.
Like they flipped when his friend even flipped him over. He flipped him over dead. He was tongue all out.
He rolled his body over like that's a dead body. It's no way.
He dead.
He's not.
He took that. That came
hopefully
out.
he's not.
Ain't no
pray,
hope.
pray for him. Pray for him.
Could you imagine dying?
Right on camera.
Imagine dying in Taco Bell.
Of all places.
Of all places.
You ain't the hot mess. You can die anywhere.
Better landing contestant number 3. I think this is in New York City.
Did you guys see that shit?
Dude. Did we all just witness it? Yes, we did.
I just saw the crash. This dude's jumping on the roof. What's up, dude? Oh, that's so... Whoa!
Yo. What the fuck is happening right
This
now?
literally feels like a movie, man.
Like what is going on?
They did. You heard
What are they smoking in that town?
Wait, the crazy part about it though, at the beginning of this, I'm like, damn, some woman tried to parallel park and tore them cars up. And I thought that was the craziest part of this video.
And then someone just like drops out of
Crying. What?
Look, it's raining men.
Hallelujah.
Do you want to see it again, or do you want to make a ruling? Better landing.
Oh,
I'm gonna go.
No,
with
he's dead too.
One.
they dead.
Number two. Better landing.
Number 2, because he landed in heaven.
I'm going for
that other one. They landed and every bone in their body broke. Like you heard the bones break on impact.
You heard the bones in both videos.
Have y'all seen Ozark?
They don't feel it though. They dead.
Ozark is.
Have y'all seen Ozark?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you seen
I
Ozark?
didn't see the last 2 seasons.
That was like when that guy fell on Ozark in that first season, like just off the building. Like,
Dead.
Oh my god.
Dead
just
right off that building. Dead.
This
That's
dead.
what I thought of.
So everyone in the videos are dead. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace
To
to
those
this
people, we
segment.
thank you for your contribution to ProTalkLive.com. Please check out our podcast.
Better talking to. Who gave the better talking to? The first one happened when someone tried to steal someone's bike, I guess, from their kids. Well, someone tried to steal someone's kid's bike from their house. That's the better way to say it.
You got me fucked up. What the fuck is wrong with you? In your punk ass. You better be glad I got my fucking son in the car. I'll beat your motherfucking ass. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's a nice little talking to. You come home, seeing your kids bike getting stolen, and you
Listen, just
handle it.
imagine inside that car.
That was very, very nice. I don't think I would have handled that.
The kid,
very kind.
The kid was in the car. The kid was in the car. Was like, "Daddy, that's my bike." Because you know, the dad was not gonna recognize that. He wouldn't have noticed that was the kid's bike. That child saw it. That's my bike.
That dad out there, he was all calm and casual and regular.
Ty, what would you
get your monkey?
Ty, you would have pulled out the strap, Ty? What would you have done? Like, what do you mean?
I'm not gonna get on
Not gonna get on the internet
and tell y'all how I'm gonna act, because y'all know those who know me know how I'm gonna act. Those who don't.
Enough said.
Just know we putting blood in that mouth.
You don't even know anything. Just know, don't walk off with Little Miss Thing's bike. That's all I know.
That was contestant number 1 for Better Talking To. Contestant number 2.
Hi, this is Alexa. May I know the purpose of your visit?
None of your business.
Sorry, I cannot help you with that. I can take a message or assist with package delivery. What do you want to do?
Visit my granddaughter.
Sorry, I cannot help you with
Oh,
that.
God.
I can take a message or assist with package delivery. What do you want to do?
Shut up. None of your damn business.
Bye.
What you want to do? What you want to do? Oh. Okay.
I love her so much.
Just imagine her when she be on them calls and they be like, press 0 for the operator. She goes in.
Operate, press 2. I said operator, goddamn
operator. Speak to a person.
None of your business.
I said operator,
Look,
goddamn.
customer service.
Listen, if y'all talking about me right now, just say that.
Bill, that's gonna be you. That's gonna be you.
That is me right now. That is me right. None of your damn business.
None of your damn business.
I want to speak to the operator. Get me the
She
operator.
talking back when she walk in the house. What you gonna do?
She's talking all that trash. Like, bye, girl.
What's wrong with her? She's so funny. That's something Mima would do, though. I could see it. I can see it right now. I can see it. All right, so who got the better talking to? The man with the bike or Alexa?
Alexa.
Oh, the man with the talking to.
The man with the bike is definitely. I mean,
because guess what? Because guess what? After a while, she was about to keep it. She would have argued with Alexa all day long and got no results out of it. That man
was banging on that door.
That man said, "Take that bike and put it back where you found it." And he took
But
that
like,
and
he
put it back.
made him walk the bike back.
Walk
Like,
it, you can't even ride it back.
Like,
He
you
didn't
didn't
take the bike
put
out
it
of his
down.
hands. He made him walk
You
it
didn't
back.
just give it to me. You didn't just run off with it. Like, you walked that bike back.
Put it back where you got it from.
Well, I just kept on. I don't think he put it back where he got it from. I think he put it like on the property.
Very true.
I think he
Probably don't remember. He's probably too
They're not
scared to put it back
asking
where he got it from.
Because he probably peed himself.
For sure.
A little bit. Better dog defense. Here's what happened when an Amazon worker came into an encounter with a dog who wasn't on a leash.
I swear on Jesus' jacket, I thought we was cool.
Are you allowed to bring a gun when you deliver Amazon packages?
I'd have killed that dog.
He was trying to tase the dog with a little taser that you get on Amazon. That little the little one you gotta get up close on people with.
And then he dropped it.
It was.
Are you allowed to bring your weapon while you do Amazon deliveries?
I don't think Amazon allows you to have weapons. I just don't think that's a possibility.
Your job really isn't all that safe.
No, not at all. Like being a mailman.
Now I think about it, like their job's not that safe.
So you think you should be able to walk into people's lawns with guns, just to deliver a package?
Well, I mean,
my question to your question is, what is Amazon going to do if that dog fucked me up?
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah,
right.
They're gonna put you on. They're gonna put you on medical leave.
The fittest, right?
They might not even put you on medical leave.
And that dog is probably more fit than me, right? So I gotta shoot it. I gotta shoot it.
They probably going. They probably going to say.
We said we were calling Peter on Jason. Todd, they're coming for you too.
Let me tell you something. Amazon ain't even going to put you on medical leave. They're going to write you up as a no call, no show.
I'm like, I thought the dog was rabid. To be honest with you.
Todd, when you're doing your sentencing, they're gonna say, "Did you celebrate when Clarence won?"
And I mean, look. The thing is, how you can't walk up on people's lawns with weapons. Like, you can't do that.
And don't order a package and then have your dog loose to bite me in the ass.
Yeah, because you know what? I'm not gonna hurt the dog. I'm gonna beat your ass because you should have known that dog should have been locked up when I came over here.
I'm
you
gonna
get an alert,
and one is going to accidentally fly through your window.
It's up for you.
Let me tell you something. I'm definitely gonna get y'all. Definitely gonna need a new dog.
That was dog defense number 1. Dog defense number 2.
There you go.
Get your ass up.
Stretch, man. Nice shot to the face. Don't strip on your leg.
Get your ass out of here.
I've been being like
Get your ass out of here.
Try to get away from me.
Fuck you think you did? And man, y'all need to tie that goddamn dog up.
Knock your dreads off. Like, what is you talking about it? I didn't land them random out. Dunking in my Reeboks. Ride with a G-Shock. I heard he shot. Turkle make a big box. He made that shot turn. Wore this bottle, pepper car. Had a mask. Jerk gon' make him beatbox. In Miami with my motherfucking heat. But another nigga bitch since he got a feet. I walked in the.
Why he had to go off on his wife like that? Why he tell his wife to get their ass in there?
I love him. Like,
that video should have been on Better Talking
to. Get your ass in the house.
I was about to say you had this joint in the wrong category.
You got that one in the wrong category.
Should have been on Better Talking to, because he talks his shit.
He got everybody together.
Put your ass over here.
Wait, Will, I was sitting here like, what did I do? Like, what can I do to appease this man? Like, God,
now that's a dad. I need
that is a father right there.
I need my dad, man. Is my dad like that? Let me call his dad. I don't need to be a father like that. If my dad was like that, I'm gonna have my life like that.
That dog was like, yeah, I'm barking up the wrong tree. I'm a good.
That dog took off like, y'all gotta check yourselves.
Amazon, hire him.
He said, hire him. Hire that man. Yes, and pay him $1 million.
I'm gonna hire him to be my dad. Like, just be my dad.
Yeah, hire him to be your dad. Look, Ty, give me the guy. I bet you no 31-year-old is living with him.
Right. Like, Ty, you don't call another grown man daddy at this point.
His son's got their shit together. Yes, I will call him daddy. Like, that's my dad.
Let me tell you something. In his house, that sophomore in high school probably ain't living there.
Oh no.
No, that sophomore in high school is working at Chick-fil-A until 11 o'clock at night.
And you know it.
Like, he's together.
Damn, that was good. That man needs a Bro Talk award.
100%. He's making the award
video because we got to give him something.
Person of the year.
Father's Day, yeah. Father's Day episode. We need to get him on the show. Find out who that man is.
Yo, tell you, like, that dog really thought about it and was like, nah, I'm good.
that dog pulled up like, I hurt. Like, oh shit.
He's like, nah,
don't F this dog up. Y'all better get his ass in the house. Regina, get your ass in the house.
Can you imagine how tough you got? Like, you know how tough you got to be to fight a dog with a window screen?
Look, that dog knew. That dog knew if he took another step, that man was going to knock his block off. Like, it was no joke.
It reminded me that mystical line where he was like, "If you see me in the woods, fight the bear, nigga, help the bear."
Help the bear. Like, can you imagine how tough you got to be? Like, everybody got one of those. Like, you see a dog come at you like that, you don't throw that shit down the road. He was like, "Bring your ass over here." Like, what? Like, that was your weapon of choice. Like, you will fuck me up with a window scraper.
Oh, it hurts so hard. It hurts to laugh, Dex. I'm with you. It hurts. It's hurting.
Oh, it hurts you.
It hurt.
I'm just mad about his weapon of choice. Like, and that's all you had. That's a fighting ass man.
He was gonna wear that dog out, y'all. And that dog knew it. That dog.
And you know what the crazy thing is? Like, I was very confident this dog was not going to win, and he had a window scraper. Like, he didn't even have this is gonna break as soon as you like. He gonna break that thing right off of that dog's ass. Literally.
ProTalkLive.com for more of us. All right, Dex, who is it?
I don't know what that is. It must be before my
Wow.
time. Who is that?
No, what are people in the comments who used to know this stuff so I can scream it out and pretend I know?
I think Vance is still recovering from England, so he's not here. Bill, do you know who that is?
That sounds. What's the one that wore that makeup? The big one, the ate the one.
Oh, Boogeyman.
Yep, correct. Umaga, you're correct. Umaga.
William knows more than you.
I said it.
No, William gave it to you. What are you talking about? He says the man that has all the makeup on.
I think he guessed it because it was a tribal beat. There's no way Will was watching wrestling when Umaga was
I
there.
watch wrestling before you watch wrestling. I know.
But I'm saying Umaga. See, this proves my point. Umaga was there when we were like in college. Like
we know. We know
I was
who
watching
Umaga
wrestling.
is.
Me and Jason would watch wrestling together in college.
He had face paint, Dex. Like, we know who Umaga is. He was right. Why are you mad? Because he was right. Because
just join me over here with the people who didn't know. It's fine this week.
I wasn't mad. They did okay.
Only one you didn't get.
You tried to take his glory, Dex. That wasn't cool.
Texas BS report. I tell 3 stories. 2 of these stories are true. 1 of these stories is fake news. It's up to these guys in the comments and you guys, these guys here and you guys in the comments to let me know like what's true and what's.
And he wincing through this thing.
Energy.
Yo, leave Dex alone. He's trying to get this draw together.
I know, but come on, give us a little energy, Dex.
Fake news. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So
I'm not feeling it.
Come on, Dex. Come on. What are you doing?
Y'all stop doing this to Dex and let him do his segment.
Live
Come on, you are a superstar. Get it together, bro.
You start.
So
is this an act? What is this? A bit?
Shut the fuck up. Stop talking.
Yo, dog, I see blood in your mouth. Chill.
So the FDA has decided they're gonna have to give us some warnings because President Joe Biden allowed us all to get some COVID tests so we can do the COVID test at home. The FDA is warning because people have been using the solution as eye drops. So they're like, guys, you can't put this in your eyes because it's going to damage your eyes. In North Carolina, there's a couple who dropped off, or there's a person who dropped off a dog, and they decided that they no longer want to own this dog anymore because the dog was gay. When they asked, how did you know the dog was gay? They said, I took the dog for a walk, and the dog jumped on a male dog and started to hump the dog. So they were like, I don't want to have a gay dog, so please take this dog away from me. And finally, Papa John's is going to do something about these gas prices. They're offering you a piece of the pie with their new promotion. If you order from Papa John's and you physically come in and pick it up, you would get a discount on your pie. All right, guys, what's true? What's a lie?
I believe the Papa John's.
Was that just an ad for Papa John's? She snuck in there, took it credit. What the hell was that? What was that?
I think the Papa John story is true because they're paying you. One, number 2, the other 2 stories you see
ad in the middle of our show. What?
Dex, if the Papa John story is true, like you better break us off. There's no way. Papa John's is true. The other 2 are. Papa John's is true. So shit, which one is false?
I'm gonna say number 1's false. He didn't give us enough information. Kind of trailed off at the end there.
Number 1 seemed like some stupid stuff that would happen.
What was number 1?
Yeah,
but
I think Papa John's. Papa John's is false. There's no way you're advertising for them.
I think number 2 is false. I don't think it happened in North Carolina.
Oh, what do you mean, Ty? What do you mean it's not true? All he said is Papa John's giving you a discount for coming in and picking up your damn pizza. Yes, that's what they're doing.
They don't put
He's
that
selling an
dump
ad.
that
Like, I don't know what that was, but he's selling an ad.
Out. He be on here talking about he's not allowed to walk in his own company. Like, they're not giving nobody no money. They can't even pay that separate that guy.
All right. So, guys, I apologize for saying the F word. Jason really makes me mad. He gets under my skin. Like, he really gets under my skin. So, but yeah, the Papa John's thing was a lie. I made that up. Like, they're not doing that. If you go and pick up your pizza, you're still gonna pay the same amount that you paid if they drop it off to you. Like,
okay, good.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be. They're not doing nothing about the gas.
Ad. I was like, what the hell was that? That was weird.
It was so funny when you said that. I was like, they really need to cut a check now, though. And run their promotion. That's a good promotion.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea, Dak. So they should run that promotion. They gotta pay you to do this stuff, bro. You can't just be on here.
Well, I was getting Never mind. That has been Dax's Gears report for the week.
All right, there we go.
All right, y'all.
I didn't mean to do seats right now, but I guess we have to do it.
You didn't. What was next?
The March Madness, but
go ahead and run that back. We can do it.
I can be quick. I can be quick with seats.
No, we can do March Madness real quick. Let's do March Madness real quick.
Let's do March Madness.
Yeah. All right. So March Madness is going to be quick. This is just a recap of what happened last week as far as the voting goes. It was Coming to America versus Drumline, the 1 versus 16. Coming to America won. We had Friday versus Baby Boy in the poll. Friday ended up winning. Do the Right Thing versus Set It Off. Set It Off actually surprised me and won that one.
Really? Oh, really?
That wasn't hard.
That was not what I voted for.
I wasn't expecting that.
Color Purple and Get Out, it was closer than I thought. But Color Purple actually pulled it out.
Because it's older.
Because I Kill Him Dead, I let Hopple beat me.
Black Panther versus 5 Heartbeats. Black Panther won that one.
Okay, yeah.
That was the 5, I think 12. Boys in the Hood versus Bad Boys. This one was very close. Razor.
No, it was Bad Boys.
Boys in the Hood.
Bad Boys won.
No.
Barely. 51% to 49%. That was the closest one we had.
This is just like March Madness in real life.
The whole one.
No, I can see School Days. Precious loss for sure.
It better not have.
School Days won, and it wasn't really close.
I said Precious loss for sure.
Yeah, it wasn't really close.
Nobody's
and then Love and Basketball, Lean on Me.
Dex
forgot to post.
Lean on Me. I hope it won.
Dex forgot to post this one, so I don't know actually who won.
Let's go with Lean on Me.
Oh, please, Lean on Me is one of my favorite movies.
No, we got to go to Love and Basketball.
No, I hate Love and Basketball.
I don't like Love and Basketball.
I'm gonna post it right now and
let us know right now on the poll, right in the comments.
Guys, if you love me, you love William, you're gonna vote for
Love and Basketball or Lean on Me. Let us know in the comments. Whoever posts the most in the comments, that's what we'll go with right now.
Lean on Me is a classic. Like I literally just watched
a live vote right now. Love and Basketball versus Lean on Me.
Come on, people. Some comments together. Lean on Me. Lean on Me.
Woo! Lean on Me is coming through right now.
Love and Basketball wins.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's see who we got. We got Lean on Me. 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 Shakima, thank you. Love Basketball is the black classic.
There's 3 Love and Basketballs on here.
No, who's doing this?
But there are 12 Lean on Me's.
Love and Basketball.
No, it's Love and Basketball.
Y'all gotta go. It's definitely Lean on Me.
Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There we
7,
go. Fairies. Now they singing the song.
7 Love and Basketballs and only 4.
Miss.
Sorry, 7 Lean on Me's and only. Oh, hold on, it's happening. Shaquem was trying to stack the votes right now in the comments.
You can't stack the votes.
All right, so it looks like the count's gonna be Lean on Me is the one to win this one, guys. I'm sorry for the live vote.
As it should. And I'm gonna tell Joetta, she'd be proud.
So we'll have to change this next graphic because I assumed it would be Love and Basketball, but it's not.
It should be like Jason. Now, usually on Bro Talk, when we make award things, we get to pick what we want to pick. So you do it. You be the deciding vote.
No, I'm not doing that to these people. I'm not going to do it. It'll be Lean on Me. I'll switch it. So the matchup will next week be Coming to America versus Lean on Me.
Ooh, that's good.
Then we'll have Black Panther versus Color Purple. We do Black classics. I love that matchup. The Black Panther versus the Color Purple. Oh my gosh,
That's
the progression
insane.
of blackness. Friday versus School Days.
That's deep.
That's pretty good. People who went to school and people who didn't. And then we have Bad Boys Men versus Bad Boys Women and Bad Boys versus Set It Off. So there we go. That's a nice little matchup. Nice matchup. See how it panned out after you guys moaned and bitched all last week? It panned out to a nice second round of matchups.
When this goes off, I'm gonna complain to you again about Boys in the Hood not being in here.
Ooh, Fatima just warmed me out. She doesn't. I don't have her vote. Ooh.
Boys in the Hood.
Love and Basketball is her favorite movie. Like she would vote for that over everything else on this thing. Maybe Black Panther. Like those are her favorite movies. It's insane.
The Black Panther. You can blame Dex for not posting it. I think the fix was in on that one.
The
so
fix
it's going to be Coming to America, Lean on Me, Black Panther, Color Purple, Friday, School Days, Bad Boys, Set It Off. One of those will win this year's March Madness for the blackest movie of all time.
The Color Purple. We know that The Color Purple, followed by Lean on Me, are the blackest movies on this thing.
And you guys who are watching, we're gonna an exclusive here. You guys can vote on these tonight. At 12 o'clock. They're gonna actually wait 12 o'clock now. First thing in the morning, you guys can vote on, but they're gonna go tonight around 12:30.
Okay, there we go. Time for seats.
Did you guys see that nice little aisle in the graphic? Go ahead and walk them down. Who deserves a seat?
I love that you said that.
Wasn't that good? I actually have a seat. I'll get mine out the way really quickly. It is the tide is turning, as they say, from winter to spring, and with that comes allergies and sinuses. I want to go ahead and give my own body a seat for betraying me year after year after year. I am currently the most miserable soul I have ever been because every time I take a sinus or an allergy pill, my body is nearly ready to give up the ghost because I don't know what's happening in the trees, in the wind. I don't know. My body is just allergic to it. And I have to take basically like a pill cocktail in order to combat the allergies. Allergies and sinuses have got to go to the deepest pit of hell. I am miserable right now.
Okay, cocktail.
I love a good cocktail.
I have two quick seats. So my first seat, like last Sunday, I went to go to my parents in New Jersey, right? So like as I'm leaving, we had like a really good time. We was gossiping. I had a blast with my parents this past weekend. It was so much fun, and I was really on a high, huh?
Cute.
Oh yeah, I was really on a high when I left. I just felt so good or whatever. And like when I get like this, I go to the toll booth and for whatever reason, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pay for the person behind me. So I go to the toll booth. I give them a $20, which by the way, my parents gave me. They gave me money to get across the toll booth. Like I'm so blessed. So I want to pay it for it or whatever. So like when I drive up, there was no car behind me. But then as the guys like with the money or whatever, this truck came up behind me. I was like, oh, I want to pay for the person behind me. This boy in the toll booth, he goes, well, you should have said that before. You should have said that before I counted the change out. I was like, well, I gave you a 20, just give me a 10 back. Then he starts to do something. He's like, are you sure you gave me a 20? And I said, yes, because you just have $15 in your hand. So like you have to be seated because like all last year, there were no people working in the toll booths. You're blessed to have a job now to work at the toll booth. Like, don't be nasty to me. And I was trying to be nice to the person behind me.
There's still nobody in the toll booth in Pennsylvania, so he lucky he got a job at all.
See what I mean? And that's another. It's my
third nobody seat. Up on that turnpike.
Now, my other seat. Now you just reminded me. Pennsylvania needs to see for not having people at the turnpike, because what happens is you go to the turnpike and then they send you something in the mail. I don't check the mail, and then I'd be paying $50, $30, $20. I'm sick of doing that. Like, if the toll booth is $5 or $2 or whatever, don't send me nothing in the mail charging me more money. Like, I don't check the mail all the time, so stop doing that. And then my third,
I didn't know that.
yeah, like, so basically what happens, they'll send you like the notice, but like, here, you pay the $5. But then if you don't check the mail or whatever, and it's like 20 days, like, they raise the price more.
Oh, 20 days. Damn, that escalated a lot.
I mean, like, yeah, like they consistently raise the price of it or whatever because you haven't paid it. But I'm sick of it. Like, I don't remember to check the mail to do that.
Do you do that if you have an Easy Pass? I've never paid.
No, I don't have an Easy Pass because I live here.
Check your mail one time a month.
Jason, at one point I checked my mail and I had Christmas cards. I had a wedding invitation in there. I had thank you cards in there, and it was like July.
I'm with that. I do not check the mail. Like,
I'm bad with it.
Don't mail me nothing.
Because, like, I don't get bills in the mail, so it's like
I got a survey to replace that Postmaster General. I'm like, y'all can replace me.
I'm fronting, but I'm the same way. I'm lying. So I don't know why I'm even.
And then my final seat, just really quickly, is just gonna go to America. So, like, I've talked about this consistently throughout this show that I had like a dental surgery today. And, like, you know, they give me a prescription or whatever. So I go and I fill my prescription at the store, and it's like $20 or whatever. And I just thought about that. Like, there are people who don't have like health insurance or whatever. And, like, if they had nerve damage in their mouth, like, they're paying hundreds of dollars to get it fixed, or they're just not getting it fixed because they don't have health insurance. Then if they, whatever, depends on their money situation, they have to pay for a prescription that, like, for pain medicine. So, like, say you get it done and you don't have good insurance, whatever, you can't even get pain medicine for free. I think universal healthcare should definitely be a thing. And I don't think I realized how serious it was before. But today, it really hit me. Like, there are people who can't get medical care. And that's
on over.
We shouldn't. Nobody
come left.
Like that.
Come left. That's
come
right,
left.
Bill. You next, Bill. You only got one more left. Come
Excuse me,
Bill.
Universal healthcare, socialism. That's what we're talking about.
Look, if they talk about universal healthcare and it's good healthcare for people where they can get taken care of and stuff, I'm all for it. Like, that, it is crazy just to think about that. Like,
here's the deal. I don't mind a universal healthcare system. I don't mind it at all. So if that makes me a liberal, then
okay, there we go.
I'm still not a liberal.
Anyone else have any more seats?
It makes you a liberal zealot.
I'm sorry. I love that
radical,
word.
It makes you a radical
zealot. I feel like I'm still one of those radical evangelicals.
You have a radical left zealot being nominated to the Supreme Court. Thank you. Jason, I'm sorry. Did you give a seat? I'm like all messed up in the head.
No, I was just gonna give a seat. So you guys all know I do a radio show every Saturday on Power1047.com from 10 a.m. to noon.
Oh, plug.
Just gonna go to all the people who don't answer interview requests, like, one way or the other. Just tell me, like, you're not going to do it. Like, I don't care if you don't do it. Just say no. Like, it's just annoying having to have my time wasted waiting for people to respond to emails when I have, a certain amount of time to get everything produced and ready to go by. And it's just annoying when you don't hear back. So if you don't want to do it, just don't do it. I don't care. Just say no. But just leaving it out there, me wondering if you've seen it or not, makes you want to go get MailChimp.com. And then I don't want to pay for all that. So I don't want to spy on you and see if you've read.
And another seat to piggyback on what Jason just said, people who are friends with Jason, when his radio show's on, you should not be posting anything on social media. You should be in your group chat talking about his show. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Giving live critiques.
Exactly. With me.
Jason does not need to be critiqued. Jason is the greatest.
Well, we don't know, Ty. We didn't hear
first of all, Steven said PR people will be swamped. Y'all do not be swamped because y'all be the ones that be wanting all this press for y'all people. So if we emailing y'all, like, y'all need to at least just let us know, like, yes and no.
Unless you
like,
got
don't take that long. It's just I just need to know because I don't got time, And the thing is, like, I don't want to invite someone else because then if that person ends up responding, which has happened before, they just responded late. Then I have 2 people booked for the same interview, and I'm like, okay, now what do I do? So it's annoying. So just if I email you, respond. Thank you. Bye.
Sorry,
John, what did you just? You know what?
I was like, that's just burped all on
No
the show.
respect for the show. Like, would you do that on Good Morning America? No, absolutely zero respect.
That wasn't one of them voluntary, but I'm getting old. That's never happened to me before. That was like involuntary.
Next thing you know, Todd will be pissing all over your seat.
Pissing all over
Next
the
thing you
seat.
know, I'm gonna be pissing in y'all cars, all in y'all Chevy Impalas. Like I'm a mess. And that thing, I was just like about to speak, and it was like, how rude was that? I'm so sorry. So I have one quick seat. I actually don't know if it's a seat. Let me just tell y'all the story, and y'all decide.
We be lying.
So, and I'm sorry.
I said we all tell that one lie. Quick seat. It's never quick.
Never. Not one time. About to be here all night. So I'm driving through these random neighborhoods in Pennsylvania, and if y'all live in PA or near PA, you know that like we have these estates that get passed down. Like you never ever get your hands on that property. And so there's this one house I drive by every day. I never really paid much attention to it. But today, for some reason, I was looking around, which I really shouldn't have been because I was driving. And I noticed, I'm like...
I mean, you should look around when you drive.
Yeah,
not the way I was looking around.
But you always got to look around because somebody might be walking with your baby's bike. Got to watch.
Yeah, that's true. And so I looked at this house, and I like knows you could tell it's one of those houses that get passed down because it's ragged as fuck. And I'm like, these motherfuckers got a graveyard in the backyard.
You was in the Northeast?
No, this is in
because they good for them.
Where it is near my job. I'm just like, they have a whole graveyard in their backyard, and it's not just like
I know exactly what you're talking about.
A graveyard to where it's like it looks fairly new.
That's been that thing is in.
Y'all have been burying people in this yard, like in your backyard, for generations. I want to get a petition started. I'm just not comfortable knowing that a person can die in that house and y'all just stick them in the backyard. I'm not okay with this. Like, it's time for y'all to take Mima's bones to a regular graveyard. Like, I'm not okay with this. And so I don't know if it's a seat or not, but I need to get rid of these people because this is creepy as fuck.
Just imagine being their neighbors and you see them.
Is this legal?
You peek over the back door. Oh, look!
You can't just start a graveyard outside. Like, these people die. I'm just gonna stick them in the yard. Like, what are you doing?
It's a little odd to me though, because this is what you do to a dog. Like, the dog dies, you throw the dog in the backyard. Like, you don't do that to your grandma.
No, you don't put your grandma in the backyard and etch a little stone out. And some of them stones like from the 1800s. I'm like, these people
lost it.
Yeah, so if that's a seat, it's a seat. I don't know who owns that house these days, but I think we need to make that a parking lot. These people got to go.
A parking lot?
You can't pay
the whole house down
over your loved ones. What are you talking about?
No way that house is not haunted. Dig up that ground and cement that thing. We need some more parking in the city. It does some creepy ass people. And ain't no Mima is probably in a damn closet wearing her face and her wig.
Can you stop calling her Mima, please? It's close to home. All right, now you guys got anything else? Any announcements to make?
I got nothing.
Okay, amen. Once again, tune in this Saturday, 10 to 12 noon Eastern, also 7 to 9 Pacific. Power1047.com to check me out. Dex is on the Meanest House podcast. You can check them out there. The Millennials have a episode this week, Dex.
Yeah, there's a really good episode of Meanest House podcast that drops tomorrow. We just did it. I can't even remember what we talked about. We had a really good conversation about what you would spend your money on, what you pay for sex, what you pay for love, what you pay for attention. And then also you can catch me tomorrow on the Patty and the Millennials podcast, where we talk about music that changed our lives.
There we go. You can check Bill out in church on Sunday, and Ty in the schoolhouse, putting on his own Abbott Elementary.
Stop.
His local school. Ellie says hello, and for Dex, for Ty, for Bill, this has been another edition of Bro Talk Live. Look, I said you. We'll see you guys next week. We out.